to get the new map in World of Tanks, we have to be able to grind out an operation. Yes, and by new map, I also mean one of the old ones, so not only do we not just get it straight away, we have to wait even longer than we have been. It's been over 2.5 years to be able to get the map, so probably not the operation that I would have recommended Wargaming to release as the content for the long community event. Granted, I understand that it's a map, so I don't know, I mean, it just feels a bit awkward, but the whole video today is based on the new update information. We have, of course, got the new skins that you can see on screen right now. So we've got the CDC skin. It actually looks pretty cool. We only saw like a picture earlier in the kind of week, which you guys may or may not have seen already with the video, and if you haven't already checked out the full update news, not regarding the specific information that's been released within the last day or so, then yeah, I would highly recommend going and checking that out, because it will be fully into the kind of things that Wargaming are going to be doing in the future, as well as the actual update. But the key things about this one is, of course, we've got the skins, the CDC, we've got the Progetto one. This looks the coolest in my opinion. And then, of course, the Type 64, the tier 6 light tank that doesn't have enough rounds to be able to actually do any level of damage at tier 6. But, you know, still a really nice addition to the game. I love the addition of the skins. I think skins are a great way to be able to get them in the game and have something new. You can see here the new hero skins are joining the Skoda T50, the M4A3E2, the TOG2, the Type 5 Heavy, the Kranvang, and the CS59 and Hetzer pin-up skins so far. So yeah, I mean, there's a load of them already available. You can see them here. Super cool. I think they're nice to see in the game, and yeah, I mean, I have no objections to introducing new customizable content, even if it does cost money. As you know, it's down to you whether you want to actually spend it on buying these sorts of things. But yeah, very expensive for some of the skins. I mean, 3,900. But at the end of the day, you're getting 2 skins for that. So, you know, it's probably about £4 per skin. So if you really enjoy a tank and they have a pin-up skin and you actually like the look of it, then it's there for you guys to purchase, and it will be there forever within the game. So cool to see those introduced, but of course we do have the new community map, and if you've loaded into the game already, you will have seen at the starter page, the kind of on the right where you can pick Cold War, you can pick World War II, you'll have seen on the right that it has the progress with how we're doing with the community event. And actually at this moment in time so far, within maybe like 8 hours of actually uploading the servers, or at least uploading the download for you guys to download and play, they have managed to get up to 165,000 out of 20 million. So, I mean, it's going to take a while for us to be able to fully unlock and complete this, but remember, once you do, you'll be able to get your hands on the new Swamp map that isn't new. But yeah, I mean, It'll be an interesting one. Certainly looking forward to it. I don't know if they've updated Swamp to feature new kind of content in the map. We'll have to wait and see. And of course, you guys will be updated with that as we go within the next week on World of Tanks. But I am on holiday next week, so a quick little interim between the update. So you may not see daily uploads next week. But yeah, we'll be back on Thursday, so I'll be able to start producing content again. But there will most likely be one every other day, is what I'm going to commit to. And obviously, if there's more than that, then hopefully you guys do enjoy, as I'm sure you guys are well aware that, yeah, I've posted nearly daily for like 3 years. I think there's 800 videos on the channel, so it's absolutely mad. And of course, taking a little bit of a break sometimes is really nice to do. And you guys are absolutely amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy those videos next week. But we do have some other information. We have the premium bonus. So the premium bonus this week is towards the K91 medium tank, the AMX 13105, and the Magash 7C Teton era independent medium. So for the World War II tanks, which are the AMX and the K91, you will be able to get a 50% vehicle XP bonus and a 50% silver bonus on every game that you play with these vehicles from the tier 5 in the line. So for example, on the Soviet ones it's from the T-34, and from the French ones it's from the AMX EOC BIS, or the BIS. So yeah, really looking forward to playing some of the Soviet mediums, since I need to grind them out, and it's been a while since I last played some of them. I looked at the T-44 the other day. It now has a 122mm, which was interesting. It's probably had that for quite a while. It's just been a while since I've realised and actually delved into some of the older medium tanks. I've had it for a long time. But yeah, we've repurchased a ton of the vehicles that are currently in the game at the moment on sale. So the Germans, they're at like 30% discount they were. And we had a ton of them. I've managed to pick up an absolute load, and hopefully we have completed the entire British tech tree in terms of buying all of the vehicles available, not just researching them, but actually having them in the garage. So hopefully content is going to be easier for you guys. And of course, we're getting to that stage where we literally almost own every vehicle in the game. Now, the special sales, we do have, of course, G.I. Joe. So in my opinion, super simple, really overpriced in my opinion for what the tanks are, and yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone I know or anyone that I didn't know, since they are just stupidly expensive. But the other bundles we've gone through in detail in the previous video, so I'll link that at the end of this one so you guys can have a look at it, and hopefully we can run through those bundles in that video. So I won't go into too much detail. If you want to pause the video now, you can actually see the free XP available tanks, so you can purchase them in Cold War for free XP as opposed to getting them for gold, so you can stop. There is of course the FV4003, the most broken premium vehicle in the game. If you haven't already got it, 250,000 free XP at the moment, with a 40% increase to free XP when converting from gold. It's going to cost you about 7,000 gold to be able to pick it up, which for the level of the tank, and if you were going to play Cold War, it would be super good to be able to actually get. So, you know, it's down to you. At the end of the day, it'd be about £20, which for a premium tank, it's not that much, especially considering the era and also the power of that vehicle. But not only that, we also have a 50% off premium time, and as I always say, when premium time comes on sale, it's been on sale since Friday. This is one of the best things that you can purchase possibly in the game. It's available for the next week and a half, basically. So I'd highly recommend, if you haven't already got it, to pick up your 360 days of premium. If you play this game more than casually, maybe like if you play it, I don't know, like a couple hours a week, maybe even like 5 hours a week minimum, this will probably be the most worth it thing for you. Of course, remember, if you are projecting that you're not going to be playing in 6 months' time, then definitely don't spend the 360 days of premium, because it'll be cheaper for you to just purchase the smaller amounts, because then you haven't invested the money into doing that. So it's all down to whether or not you think it's going to be worth it for you, but it is the most worth it, other than the season pass in World of Tanks, which I highly recommend you guys go and pick up as well if you haven't already, as it will pay for the gold value back to you and also give you premium tanks, XP boosters, silver. It's the best thing that you can buy. Then it goes to premium time, which is a money sink. You don't get any value back other than the fact that you get premium time. But remember, you also get premium time throughout the year. So although you may get 360 days of premium during that year, during the season passes, all of that stuff, you're going to be able to get probably like 30 days of premium. So you don't have to renew it every single year. So just take note of that. And yeah, of course, do what you think is right for your bank account, remember. So Not only that, we also had the tank of the month. So this was, of course, for February. It was the Scourge Kiravet's, nothing too spectacular. There'll be a new one coming next week on Tuesday, so you guys can stay tuned for that. On Friday, I should be able to do a review of the news for next week, so you'll be all covered with next week's news, even though I am away on holiday and not access to my computer or anything. So yeah, hopefully that'll be good for you guys. But there is also the weekly sales as well going on. So these are where they didn't actually feature them really, but essentially in the news article previously. But in this one, there's ×4 Commander XP boosters, which I would never I don't know, it's one of those things, if you think it will save you time, if you can afford to do it, and it's going to save you time in game, which you are not going to enjoy, then yeah, it's 100% worth it. But, you know, it's down to how much you earn per hour. If you can factor it in and be like, yeah, I would actually rather play the game and, yeah, save myself some money, or is it not actually worth it for you to play the game for that much longer? Yeah, just weigh it up in your own opinion. Of course, I wouldn't really go with the ×4 Commander XP boosters anyway. I would go with the bigger, larger ones that you can get. I think you can get up to ×10 Commander XP boosters. And of course, the premium commanders will give you a constant permanent boost to your Commander XP as well, which might be a better option if you're trying to train up a commander in particular. And talking about premium commanders, here they are, the 2,200 gold. For these two, I mean, they are what they are. And of course, you get a 3-pack, which gives you 3,300 gold, so 1,500 gold, 1,100 gold each. Super cheap, really, when it comes to it, if you think about how much it's going to benefit you if you are training commanders. But there are often commanders available from the season pass for free, so you don't have to go ahead and actually purchase anything. I very rarely say that you should go out and purchase stuff from Wargaming, but yeah, ideally just make it up what you think is the right thing to do. I'm just giving you an opinion as to what sort of things to keep an eye on. Super savings, there's a 50% discount on Cold War equipment, so any equipment that you get, well, you can actually purchase it, but it is gonna cost you gold, unfortunately. So it absolutely sucks that they're doing the 50% discount on purchasable equipment with gold, because it's essentially just a sale on silver. And you also, it's worse than just a sale on like silver, for example, because you're having to pay to get a equipment or something that isn't actually available for you to spend however you like. So you're paying to then be limited as to what you can spend the silver on. So just be aware that that's probably not the best thing to do. And in fact, you'd be way better buying it ×2 silver boosts if they come on sale than if you were to just go out and buy the Cold War equipment pack, in my opinion, because they will make you so much more silver per booster and per gold that it just outweighs it completely. Anyway, then we have the awful vehicles in the super savings. So I don't know why Wargaming are doing this, but it wouldn't be happen to do with the fact that they're removing some of the premium tech tree vehicles and making some of the premium tier 8 slightly more rare, which means that when they do go on sale, they don't have to give them as much of a discount, would it? And then they've stopped giving out tier 8s as the 50% super savings discount and actually just giving us terrible tier 3s and 5 vehicles. I'm not entirely sure if that's a tactic or not. Of course, you guys can make up your own mind as to what you think, but it seems a bit dodge that they've been slowly removing all of the good premiums out of the premium store, and then obviously selling some of these terrible tanks as the ones that we can get in the store, and then the bundles that actually have good tanks in also have absolutely useless tanks in, and they're selling them for like ridiculous amounts of gold and giving you like a 30% discount. So not particularly the best thing from my end, my opinion, but yeah, you guys are well entitled to whatever you think. But available contracts, we also have the Eagle 7, the Smooth Man, the Ramrod and the Machine. Make sure you complete them before the time runs out. Pause the video right now and you can see what the time dates are. I won't go through every one because it'll make the video way too long. It's already pretty long as it is. There's also the resolutions event, so if you didn't already know, we can pick up a Calliope. I don't know how you'd pronounce it. I did see someone try and give me an idea as to how you would pronounce it. I don't know if it's Greek or something. Looks a bit like it, but essentially it is a tier 6 or like a lower tier vehicle that's like a Sherman. I'm pretty sure it was actually made in real life, or at least prototyped in real life. But at the end of the day, 6 kind of full seasons, and completing 5 of those full seasons to rank 100 for this reward is pretty lame, in my opinion. But there we go. I mean, it is a free tank at the end of the day, and you literally don't have to do anything else other than go onto the website and check your scores and stuff like that. Other than that, there's the Battle of Kasserine Pass, so make sure that you do compete and pick your side, and then also manage to get your points for your team, and then actually pick the vehicle that you did win with when they come to actually complete the points total required to be able to get those discounts on premium tank bundles, and also 30% discount on every American, British, French, German and Italian tech tree tank. So I've been making use of that, spending all of the silver that I've got saved up on the account on buying every single one of those tech tree lines that I've unlocked. So right the way from like tier 3 all the way up to tier 10, and we've managed to buy all of the USA or American tanks, and most of the British tanks as well, and I've been getting all of the French ones that I have unlocked, still got a few to grind, and the German ones I've been doing the same. I've got pretty much all of the tier 6s and above, just some of the tier 6s that I haven't got, and tier 5s I might not have bothered yet. But yeah, you guys are welcome to spend your silver however you like, but at a 30% discount is pretty much the peak that you'll get. Usually there's a 50% discount on silver at tiers like 3 to tiers 6, so I didn't go through and buy all of the tier 6s now, because they'll probably come on sale for 50% silver, and it's not imperative anyway that I go out and spend all of the silver that I have on those low tier premiums or low tier tech tree vehicles. Of course, remember, there is also that free XP conversion, so you can spend 1 gold to get 35 free XP as opposed to 1 gold for 25, which it usually is. And there's obviously the big booster and consumable sales, which ties into earlier where I was saying it's much better to buy silver boosters than it is to go out and buy a kind of a kit which gives you like equipment. It's just way better to buy the boosters, because you'll be paying what, like 50 boosters, 7,500 gold. This is going to be some quick maths. I think it's like 150 gold per booster off the top of my head, I think. But yeah, 150 gold per booster. So it shouldn't be too bad, and of course that's going to yield you about 400,000 silver in a game. Of course, only half of that is going to be from the silver booster, so you probably get 200,000 silver per 150 gold. So just weigh that up as to what they're requiring you to spend for the equipment bundle compared to this one. Anyway, Cold War bundles we've talked about with the M50 Ontos and the WZ122 for 11,000, pretty good deal. And then the Northern Watchers with the Conqueror and the FV4001 for 10,400. In my opinion, I would go with the top one. I think that these more interesting, more novel tanks, and the previous one, or the end ones, were actually not particularly amazing when I played them, and they're a bit boring, and we've seen them in the game already, so there's nothing too spectacular with those. Long haul refreshes, and of course there are the streams with TKane as well that you can take part of if you're interested on Friday. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what you guys think, and of course let me know what you think of this new season. Let me know what you think about the new map that we're going to have to unlock, and of course we can get rewards during that process of when it gets released as well. So yeah, interested to see what you guys say. I think it was a weird concept. I would have much rather if they produced like a premium tank that we can get alongside of Swamp that is maybe Swamp themed. Something like a Bog Horror that's already in the game would have been cool as like the community event during the release of Swamp, as opposed to like
here's the map which you've been waiting for like 2.5 years since they removed it out of the game, and then we're like, here you go, here's like 3 maps that you can play, and then slowly been reintroducing all of them back into the game, which we've been seeing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. But of course, as always, thank you very much for watching the videos, and I hope you have been enjoying. Don't forget, you can also check out the PC channel, which is covered with content that you probably haven't seen already, but it is for World of Tanks PC, so don't go jumping over there if you're not that interested, but it's there for those of you who maybe want to find some content next week during the period where we haven't uploaded. So thank you guys, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.